What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Stampede Airsoft. Today we're going to be taking a look at G&G's new TR16 SBR 308 rifles, the Mark I and the Mark II. Both of these rifles feature a full metal outer construction, excluding the hand grip and the stock, which are made of polymer. Both of these guns feature G&G's new G2H gearbox, which has a much thicker construction, allowing it to take more of a beating and keep on going. Some of the older gearboxes, once you started to upgrade them, they had a problem with cracking. They do not have that issue anymore with these new gearboxes. Inside the gun, they also have a electronic trigger unit, which has a micro switch rather than standard trigger contacts, allowing you to get a much snappier trigger response out of this. And they also have their new version 2 MOSFET, which is smaller than the older one, not taking up as much room inside the buffer tube and stock, allowing you to fit more battery. With the inclusion of that MOSFET, you are going to be able to do cool things like 3-round and 5-round bursts with these guns. They will also protect your batteries, so if you are running lipos, you do not have to worry about running them all the way dead. Because they do have that memory effect, you don't want to run them all the way dead. So when the battery does get low, it will beep at you, the gun will stop shooting, so you don't have to worry about killing your batteries. Inside the stock, you will find, of course, the MOSFET and a Dean's connector. Connected to a Tamiya connector. So these do come pre-wired to Dean's, which is awesome. Every gun ever should come pre-wired to Dean's. It is a much better connection, especially if you do want to get the best performance out of your gun and if you are running those higher voltage batteries like an 11-1 LiPo, which these guns can run all day long. I would never put anything other than 11-1 LiPo in these guns. Internally, both of these guns are exactly the same. The only difference is the externals. On the Mark I here, you have a more standard M4 style rail handguard up here with a very flat end, and the barrel comes out just a little bit farther up here. On the Mark II, you have something very similar to what we see on the Predators from G&G, with this nice aggressive cut right here, and it is a little bit shorter than the Mark I. Both of these are M-LOK, so they will fit all of your standard M-LOK accessories, so rails, flashlights, grips, all that good stuff will fit on these rails. Both rails do have QD sling attachment points on either side here, right towards the rear, so you can attach any sling that you want, whether it be a 1-point or a 2-point, to any of the other sling points on here. So they have them two on the back of the receiver right here, and also on the stock. Both of these rifles do have two different styles of stocks. The Mark I has a more traditional, larger crane style stock, allowing you to fit more battery because you can get it down these two side tubes here. The Mark II, on the other hand, does not have the side tubes. It is a more slim line, I would say minimalistic stock that you would see on a super slick AR-15. As the name implies, these are both 308 rifles, so they do not take standard M4 mags. They take G&G's own proprietary G2H magazines, which look like this. They have the ones that it comes with have the dummy bullets for that aesthetic. you can get the ones that don't have that. I believe these are only about 50 rounds, and they do have other mid caps which are about 100 rounds, and they also have high caps for them. The mid caps and this low cap that it comes with do feature this follower that will allow it to feed every single BB out of the gun, and it also functions as your magazine cutoff switch. So when this pops all the way out, meaning that every single BB is fed out, there's this little button on the back that will also depress back into the magazine, releasing a magazine cutoff lever inside the gun, making it so it will not shoot on an empty magazine. It will also not shoot when there is not a magazine in the gun at all. So that is a very nice feature for anybody that is looking for something like that. And it just adds to the functionality of this gun. Speaking of functionality, both of these rifles are fully ambidextrous, so you're going to have magazine release, bolt catch, fire selector, charging handle. All of those things are going to be ambidextrous for all of our lefties out there, and people that like to shoot offhand. Both of these guns feature a standard M4 rotary style hop-up. To access just like a regular M4, you just pull back on the charging handle, the bolt locks back on these, and you have access to it right there. It is G&G's new rotary style hop-up. Some of the older ones had issues. These work fantastically. And to close that, you just hit either one of the bolt releases and it sends it forward. Both of these rifles should be chronoing in just at 400 feet per second with 25 balls per second, which is very nice for a stock gun. 400 FPS is more than enough for any outdoor field, at least especially our field. You will definitely be able to get out and reach anybody that you are trying to shoot at. It also allows you to use heavier weight BBs, such as a 2.8 or a 2.5, so you get a more precise and accurate shot. Both the Mark I and the Mark II come priced in at $398.95, which is a very steep price tag for an airsoft gun, but what you pay for is what you get. You get a very nice package for that almost $400 price tag. These are very premium airsoft guns, some of the best you can get without dumping upgrades into them. They are very nice. G&G does a very fantastic job with their premium airsoft rifles. Both of these rifles are available in store and online at StampedeAirsoft.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our Instagram page, check out our Facebook page. We keep everybody up to date on when we get new inventory, new stuff that's coming out. So check us out, and I will see you guys on the field.